Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Stephanie. This is the August wrap up and stats video. The August wrap up and stats video. We're gonna do it the quick way. I'm gonna give you guys categories worth of stuff. It's always chaptered out down in the description box, so if you just want to skip around, because at the end, before or after my outro, I'll have a chronological slideshow of all of the books that I read, so you can go to those weeks and look at those reviews. So without further ado, let's just jump right into these categories. First off, we're going to do what I read, the stats portion of this. And I read 19 books in the month of August. That breaks down to 10 audiobooks, 8 ebooks, 4 arcs, and I actually read 1 physical book, which happened to be a graphic novel. So it was lovely, and I enjoyed it. Time for our ratings. Here are our ratings. I DNF'd 1 book. I had 0 1-star books. I had 1 2-star book. I had 2 3-star books. I had 8 4-star books. And I have 7 5-star books in the month of August. To my favorite section, where I highlight the Black authors that I read over the month. These are the ones that I read in August, starting it off with the close-up. Wow, how did I get this wrong? Or how am I saying this wrong? The Close-Up, which is Hollywood Renaissance novella by Kennedy Ryan. Shielding Her Son by K.D. Richards. Bittersweet Surrender by Q.B. Tyler. Peaches and Cream, which is a Lunchtime Chronicles number 37 by S. London. We have An Illicit Seduction by Chiquita C. Higgins. Then we have Whiskey Glaze, which is Lunchtime Chronicles number 38 by Renee Mallory. My mouth didn't want to work there. Sorry. Renee Mallory. We have Tattooed Hearts by Mika Jolie. Then we have Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan. Takeover, which is take number 1 by Evelyn Sola. Yes, Roya by C. Spike Trotman. Yes. On to some bookish news. My Polycon vlog is still in the works. I'm still working on it. Yes, I am still working on it. It is just like, I'm just not feeling enthused to like put it together. So let me know down in the comment section if that's even something you guys want to see, because yeah, it's kind of boring. I'm not enthused to put it together, but if you guys would like to see it, I will continue to put it together if you let me know down in the comment section. I do need more authors for my Let Me Introduce You series. If an author is interested that I haven't already interviewed, or even, yeah, I'm trying to do new ones. So I know there's a couple that I would love to re-interview, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna. Woo. But if you're interested, there's an author interest form down in the description box. There's also an author suggestion form down in the description box. So you guys can help me and get it to the authors, as well as authors. You can reach out to me, as well. I will be releasing my 2021 up until just recent book reviews that I was doing weekly for my Patreon. Now, there is a small caveat with that. I am not doing any editing. So whatever is said in those videos is what I said at the time. And hopefully it doesn't hurt y'all feelings. Yeah. Because I'm very candid in those weekly wrap-ups. So, but I will be releasing them. So if there had been a book that you were looking for my video review for, but didn't have the funds to participate in my Patreon to be able to see it, you will be getting a chance to see all of my reviews. Yeah, there's that. On to my most favorite, next to my blackout section, my top 5 reads. But there's not five. There's not five. There's seven. We're talking about all seven of the books that I read and gave 5 stars to because they are warranted this month. They are warranted. I did like chunk them together, a couple of them, but I just needed to talk about all of them. All of them. So first up we have Before I Let Go and The Close Up by Kennedy Ryan. Now, Before I Let Go doesn't actually release and has not been released. I read the arc of it and I was just completely moved by this book. She handles some very, very, very hard topics in this book, and it's starting us onto a new series of books that are obviously going to be dealing with heavy topics as well. This is Kennedy's book that she first started writing, but then put on the side, and now she brought it back to life and has given it to us, and it has given us life. It's about a divorced couple that don't know that they are really ready to let go because they have a business together, they have kids together, they are still in each other's orbits, but they are divorced. And the divorce comes on the heels of some very, very major traumatic events in their life. Kennedy talks about depression and therapy and some other triggering topics. So make sure that if there are hard topics that you don't know if you're ready to go into, check the trigger warnings before going into this book. But just know that in those discussions of those hard topics, Kennedy gives us joy, she gives us spice, she gives us resolution. We find joy and peace, and just it was such an array of emotions throughout this book and throughout this story that there's no way that you could possibly not love these two characters. At times you may not like them, but in the end you're going to love them, and you're going to love this whole new series that should be coming soon, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Because she hinted at it. She gave us these characters that I was just like, yes. Now, if you were also missing like her hoop guys and characters from the Hollywood Renaissance, definitely pick up the novella, The Close Up, because you're getting both of those worlds. You're getting a 40th birthday party on this massive, amazing yacht, and two characters that were side characters are now brought to the forefront, still touching on some heavier topics, but not as much because it's a novella, but still spicy, hitting on those topics. Just so much goodness. Kennedy was just doing it for me in the month of August. Next, I'm going to talk about the 2 books that I read for the start of season 5 for the Lunchtime Chronicles. I am so happy to have the Lunchtime Chronicles back, and I am so looking forward to this next season because it's just going to be a good one. I have a feeling. The 2 books that I read was Peaches and Cream and Whiskey Glazed. Peaches and Cream was written by S. London, and Whiskey Glazed was written by Renee Mallory. And yes, the 2 books just gave me both sides of everything that I really, really love about the Lunchtime Chronicles. They were both quick, sexy, fun stories that were just like, just perfect. In Peaches and Cream, we're getting mafia and badass heroines, badass heroes. All of the characters in both books are over the age of 35, and I was here for it. Yes. So good. Now we're going to talk about Royally Not Ready by Megan Quinn. This is a royalty romance that Megan decided to drop on us, and it was just so good. It was so yummy. I never thought, like, Megan gives me these male characters that I'm like, this one's not going to top this one, and this one's not going to top this one. Our male character in this one gave our second male character from this sort of series, not really series, but this style of book cover that Megan is giving us in these, a run for their money. We have a king's aide who is trying to do everything he possibly can to make sure that his kingdom and his king is well taken care of, even in their old age, finding the American princess that doesn't know necessarily that she's a princess or how deep where she is, just knows that her family has history. And I loved all of the grumpy sunshine goodness that Megan gave us with this story, because it was just so good. So good. So good. Now we're going to talk about Shielding Her Son by Katie Richards. This is a romantic suspense that Katie gave me the fan cast for before I read it, or as I was reading it, and she nailed those fan casts. I loved picturing the characters or the celebrities that she had picked out for this story of the West investigations, the next one in the series, and this brother. And if you're wondering about that fan cast, make sure you check out Katie's Let Me Introduce You interview to find out who she fan casted in these roles. But they were so good, and it just fit so perfectly. We have a woman trying to take care of her child, make sure that she doesn't fall back into the abusive relationship or family that she has gotten away from, and a male character that is doing an investigation, but at the same time trying to find himself after exiting the military and through injury. And so good, loved it oh so much. And the final book that I'm going to talk about is Take Over by Evelyn Sola. I really enjoyed this book. This is a new to me author that I wasn't exactly sure of. I found her on TikTok and I loved this story. It's a CEO that is like taking over a family business from this feisty, sassy Black woman that thought she was going to get the company, but in turn her family ends up selling it. But her feistiness and her sexiness gives draw to our CEO, and I was just like, yes. Their banter back and forth, the sexy times between them is just spot on point. So go check out those books because I love them in the month of August, and I think that you will enjoy them as well. If you want more information about my thoughts and feelings in the moment after I read those, make sure you're checking out the reviews. So if you know or want to jump ahead to the chronological book covers and the weeks in which I reviewed those books that I have already talked about throughout this video, then go ahead and jump ahead. But this is my outro. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Also, there is a feedback form down in the description box so you guys can help me improve my channel. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in another video.
Looking at me, looking at you, babe. I've been looking at you all day. Looking so good, looking at me, making me feel like I do it all for you. Looking so good, looking at you, babe. Hey, I think I'm into you. You make me wanna put my roots down. We'll never fly unless we try. Unless we try. Wanna get it close with you. You make me wanna put my roots down. We'll never fly unless we try. Unless we try. Oh, when you smile at me like that, hey, I swear there's nothing that could stop me, baby. Oh, I would fight for just your time. Oh, it's just something about